All right, let's talk about it. The one thing that's on everybody's mind, AI, and specifically how it's going to affect your job, your career, your future. There's so much noise and hype out there. So today, we're going to cut right through all of that. We'll look at what the data, the CEOs, and the experts are actually saying. Let's dive in.
Look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi scenario. This is happening right now, today. This quote from Andrew Yang really hits home because it's about CEOs who are already swapping out entire departments with AI. For years, the advice was, learn to code, right? But now even coders are finding it tough. The disruption isn't coming. It's already here.
And this isn't just a gut feeling. The World Economic Forum actually put a number on this, a huge number. They're projecting a net loss of 14 million jobs across the globe by 2027. Now think about that. That's a staggering 83 million jobs getting wiped out, and only 69 million new ones being created to fill the gap. That's the scale we're dealing with. It's massive.
So the problem goes even deeper than just the jobs we have now. It's actually choking off the path for people trying to get started. Bill Gates pointed this out. A 35% drop in entry-level jobs is a huge deal. Why? Because companies don't want to hire people and train them from zero anymore. They want people who can walk in the door already knowing how to manage the AI. The whole career ladder we grew up with? It's kind of breaking.
Okay, so you might be thinking, fine, I'll just go work in tech. But here's where it gets really interesting. The data shows something you probably wouldn't expect. A Lightcast report found that the tech industry's slice of the AI job pie has actually gotten smaller over the last 5 years. So if the jobs aren't all in IT, where are they?
And here's that shift in action. You see a huge IT company like TCS planning layoffs, and you might think business is slow. But that's not it at all. They're making this move because the job itself is changing. It's no longer about a human doing the support task. It's about a human overseeing the AI that does the task. And that's the key takeaway here. Jobs aren't just vanishing, they are fundamentally evolving.
So if those old, familiar career paths are starting to fade, what comes next? Well, this is where it stops being scary and starts to become an opportunity. It's in a space that researchers are calling the missing middle.
So what on earth is the missing middle? Think of it like a new frontier, a collaborative sweet spot. This isn't about people versus machines, not at all. It's about people and machines working together. It's about combining our human judgment, our creativity, with their raw processing power to achieve things that neither of us could ever do on our own. And this brings us to a really crucial distinction: automation versus augmentation. You see, for decades, automation has been all about replacing people, using a machine to do a routine task cheaper and faster. But augmentation? That's a totally different game. It's about using AI to give humans superpowers, to make us smarter, faster, and more creative.
Let's look at a real-world example to make this concrete. In software development, this new AI-driven development lifecycle is taking hold. And notice the pattern here. At every single step, the AI does the heavy lifting, but the human is the guide. The AI suggests the plan, the human validates it. The AI writes the code, the human clarifies and steers it. The AI handles deployment, the human team oversees it. The human is the strategist, the director.
You've probably seen this saying online, and honestly, it just nails it. You may not lose your job to AI, but you'll lose it to someone using it better than you. This is the new reality. The race isn't you against a robot. It's you against another person who has figured out how to use this powerful new tool. Your value is shifting from doing the task to orchestrating the outcome.
And becoming that person who can orchestrate AI, well, it pays a lot. Remember how we said AI jobs are growing outside of tech in fields like marketing, finance, HR? Having AI skills now gets you an average wage bump of 28%. That's a massive financial incentive to get fluent in this new language of work.
Okay, but we need to be realistic here. This transition isn't all sunshine and roses. Moving into an AI-powered world comes with some serious hidden costs and challenges that we absolutely have to face head-on.
Researcher Sasha Lucchioni lays out 3 big ones. First, there's the sustainability issue. Training just one of these big AI models can have the same carbon footprint as hundreds of flights across the Atlantic. It's a huge energy drain. Second, copyright. These models are trained on the work of countless artists, writers, and creators, often without their permission. That's a massive legal and ethical minefield. And third, bias. If the data we feed the AI is biased, guess what? The AI's results will be biased too, sometimes making stereotypes about race or gender even worse.
All this pressure to adapt is also creating a really weird new dynamic at work. Some people are calling it AI anxiety. It's leading to this kind of digital theater, where people are just pretending to use AI tools. In fact, one study found that a shocking 1 out of every 3 professionals is doing this. Why? Because they're scared of looking lazy or irrelevant, but they haven't been given any real training, so they're just stuck.
So, with all this disruption, this opportunity, and this anxiety all mixed together, what's the actual path forward? How do we navigate this? Let's wrap up with a clear, actionable roadmap for the future.
Look, everyone has a part to play. For you, as an individual, it's all about lifelong learning. It means developing what are called fusion skills, blending your unique human talents with AI tools. And yeah, it means being willing to rethink your career path. For companies, the big responsibility is to invest in training their own people, set up clear rules for using AI safely and ethically, and help employees move into new roles. And finally, for governments, their job is to support this whole transition by funding training programs and creating smart regulations that protect people without stifling innovation.
So in the end, AI isn't some tidal wave coming to sweep you away. It's a tool, a profoundly powerful tool that is changing the rules of the entire game. Value is shifting. It's moving away from just doing the work and toward directing the work. So the only real question left is, are you ready to play? Thanks for joining us.